Well, welcome back to another game of Play Action Football Express. My name is Brian Hafferkamp. I'm the co-creator, co-designer of this game with Jason Graham of the Jason Flash Football YouTube channel. Make sure you go over there and give him a subscribe. We are going to continue our 2050 WCFL action with a game between Los Angeles and San Diego. So the Battle of Southern LA, or Southern California. And LA comes into the game 0-1, and San Diego comes in 0-1. So both teams looking for their first win. We got everything set up and ready to go. Let's go ahead and get this party started. So we'll go with the green die for the home team and blue die for the away team. So the home team wins at San Diego. They're going to take the ball first, and that means they will get the ball last. So LA will get the ball first in the second half. All right, so the kickoff is from Los Angeles, and the ball is up in the air. It's 2 yards deep. Going to take the touchback on that. So we get 1st and 10. Now, San Diego is a 50-50 team. Both of these teams are. So we're going to be looking at the black band in the middle. For San Diego, they have a +2 offense, best offense in the league. They have no defensive note, really. They have a couple of +1 rated players at defensive tackle. There's one good linebacker and one decent free safety. On the offense, though, they have Wiggins, who is a 1 rated veteran. Dudley is an all-pro halfback. And on the line, they have Fritz and Alexander. Their 2 tackles are all pros. And then they have Franklin and Hammond on the right side, who are Pro Bowl center and right guard. Wide receiver and tight end are both Pro Bowlers as well. And so they have a decent offense here. So we'll see how things go for them. 50-50 is the split on the balanced offense. It's 1st and 10. Shouldn't be at the 35. Should be at the 25. 1st and 10 from the 25 for San Diego. That's going to be a pass for 7 yards. Neither team has a defensive modifier, so if it's to the defense, that's just the number. Brings up 2nd down and 3. Oh, right off the bat, they throw a pick. That's going to be Wiggins. 7 is 7 yards down the field. So at the 39, and the return is going to be 9 yards. So down to the 30. And LA with a big turnover on the first drive of the game. So interception, and that's going to be Mullins. Mullins is their Pro Bowl cornerback with a 9-yard return. So LA set up on their first drive. They are on the San Diego side of the field. They'll start at the 30-yard line. They also are in the middle on the looking at the black band. So that's going to be a 19-yarder. And 10, 20, 19 down to the 11. That'll be 1st and 10. I'm just outside of the 10-yard line. Wow. 2 strikes, 13 yards. That completion is going to be, they only needed 11 yards. So that 13-yard completion is going to be made in the end zone. Doesn't matter if he runs to Madison. That's going to be a touchdown. So touchdown goes to Carr. Carr is a rookie wide receiver. It's Darling to Carr from 11 yards. $11-yard TD pass, Darling to Carr. All right, and they have a 90 on their extra points, so it needs to be a 3-12. Oh, no. They missed the extra point. All right, well, that's going to be 6 points. They take a 6-0 lead, and that's a little bit of a kick to the gut there. All right, 6-0, and we'll get the kickoff from Los Angeles. Kickoff is a 4. That'll be a touchback, so taking over at the 25 is going to be San Diego. First down play, this is going to be a run for 4 yards out to the 29. So that's a second down and 6. Oh, pass is incomplete. That'll lead to third and long, 3rd and 6. And they're going to try to run for it, but they're going to get knocked short. They're 2 yards short. They're going to have to punt. The punt is a potential block. A 12 would be a block. Not a block. It's just going to be a 30-yard punt, 10, 20, 30, which is not very far. And the return is a fair catch. So high and short. And that will be where LA takes over. So Los Angeles with good field position starts at their own 37. This will be their second drive, last drive of the first quarter. That's a run for 9 yards. And that'll be out to the 46, brings up second down and 1. And this time they get a first down, but that's all they're going to get. LA's offense is just a 0, so that was to the defense. Defense is a 0, so they just get to the first down marker. This is a pass of 15 yards, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and that'll set them up at the 38-yard line of San Diego. Another good pass, this one medium in nature. Takes it down to the 30-yard line, brings up second down and 2. A run for 1 as they try to go hard up the middle. And they get stopped short. It is 3rd down and 1. Oh, and the pass is incomplete. That'll lead to a 4th and 1. And a big decision for the coach. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal. They are 60%, so 6 to 12 on the field goal. I think they probably have a better percentage of getting it, so they're gonna go for it here. They're kind of in no man's land. So 4th and 1. Wow, they get it 6 yards as they break free down to the 23, and it's going to be 1st and 10. First down play is an incomplete pass. We get a run for just 2 yards. That's down to the 21, brings up 3rd down and 8. Oh, and they try to run for it. Maybe this is a quarterback scramble, and he winds up just getting dragged down for 1 yard on the gain, and that's going to bring up 4th down and long. So 4th down and 7. And they are definitely going to take the kick on this one. So 37-yard kick, they improve their odds by 10%, which means they can 5 to 12 would be a make. It's a 12, and that's going to be up and in for 37 yards. So 37-yard field goal extends the LA lead to 9-0. And that's what it's going to be after the first quarter. So San Diego will get the ball first in the second quarter, and they are going to be down by 2 scores. Let me get a shuffle here, and we'll be back from commercial break for the second quarter. All right, welcome back. We are going to start the second quarter. San Diego will get the ball. They're down 9-0. To the Los Angeles way, but they do have that +2 offense, so I expect them to be fully right back into this one. Wiggins threw the interception, and that led to a touchdown. Darling to Carr had a punt from San Diego, and then a 37-yard field goal. So the kickoff will come from Los Angeles. Kickoff is an 8. 8 is down to the 2-yard line, and we will have a return. The return is going to be 22 yards. That's out to the 24, and average field position for San Diego as they start their drive. Oh, we get a chance at a big one. 13 plus what? Any breakaway yardage? Yes. The yardage is 50, so that's going to be 63 total, and that's going to get them pretty far down the field. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 3. As they are brought down at the 13-yard line. Huge play there from San Diego as they have a quick strike offense. That should actually be +2 more yards because of the +2 on their offense. So down to the 11 as we course correct. We get a run on first down of 5 yards down to the 6, brings up second down and 5 from the 6. Another run, this one to the edge as they get down to the 2. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 1. They try the run up the gut. Right, and the run is stopped on 3rd down. That's going to lead to a 4th down. I'm going to go for it here. 4th and 1 from the 2. It's a 5-yard run, and that will be a touchdown. So that run is going to come from Fry, who is the second halfback. So we're going to call that a 2-yard TD run for Fry. They're 100% on their extra points, so they're going to just win there. And it's going to be LA taking their first drive of the second quarter. 9-7 is our score. We'll get a kickoff from San Diego. The kickoff is down 2 yards deep in the end zone. We're going to kneel that and bring it out to the 25. And 1st and 10 for Los Angeles. First pass is incomplete. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Oh, we get a sack for -5 yards. And that'll drop them back to the 20. It'll be 3rd down and 15. That sack comes from Christian. Christian is their Pro Bowl defensive tackle. LA, San Diego. So Christian with the sack. And it is 3rd down and 15. Big time play there. We get a pass for 5 yards. They have a 0 on offense, so that gets them back to the original line of scrimmage. They're going to have to punt. The punt is going to be 6. That's 43 yards. So 10, 20, 30, 40, plus 3, down to the 32. And the return, got a chance for a big one. Return is 18 yards plus 2. Which is nothing. So 18 yards on the return, 10 and 8 puts them out at midfield to start, and that is terrific field position as they get started right at midfield. So punt for LA. San Diego gets their final drive of the first half, and let's see if they can make it count. They're down 9-7. It'll be 1st and 10. Ooh, run for 1 yard loss. As they get stuck behind the line of scrimmage. Who makes that play? The play is made by, we'll give it to Robles. Robles is the rookie outside backer. So I'll also keep tackles for loss. So Robles with a nice play on defense. And it'll be 2nd down and 11. 8-yard run, and then actually it's going to be 10-yard run. So a 10-yard run, and then the ball is on the ground. A 7 means that the defense has picked up the ball. A 6 is a return of 3 yards. So from here, there's 3 yards out to the 44, and that will be where LA takes over as they force a fumble from San Diego. And number 1, we'll call that Jefferson with the forced fumble, and Erickson with the fumble recovery. All right, so a couple of defensive linemen there for Los Angeles making the play as the big man, defensive end Jefferson, the rookie, knocks it out, and Erickson, the D tackle, who is a Pro Bowl defensive tackle, he jumps on the football, picks it up, rumbles forward, I guess, leans forward for a few yards. And we got 1st and 10 for Los Angeles. They have a 2-point lead, and the last possession of the half. They start with an incomplete pass. That'll be 2nd down and 10. Next is a run for 4 yards out to the 48. Be 3rd down and 6 from the 48. Very conservative as they run on 3rd down and 6. And that's going to be an incomplete pass or a run for 0 yards. And that will be fourth down. So they're going to punt. Let's make sure there's no return or block. Chance for a block. It's going to be a 12 for a block. It's 4. So that'll be 30 yards, 10, 20, 30. And down to the 22, the return is a 6. 6 is just 3 yards. And that's going to be the end of the half. So the half ends with a punt from Los Angeles. LA is going to get the ball first in the second half. Let's take our halftime break, and we will come back with more from Los Angeles and San Diego. All right, and we are back. Thank you for that analysis back in the studio. And we're back with the second half of Los Angeles and San Diego. LA is ahead narrowly, 9-7. And they are going to be kicking off here in the second half. Actually, they're going to be receiving the kickoff. Sorry about that. San Diego is kicking off. And San Diego, with the 6, that's going to be down to the goal line, and the return is just a 1. 1 is a return of 10 yards, and the fumble. The ball is on the ground, picked up by the offense, and they go 3 more yards. It's fumbled again, picked up by the offense. And finally, we get a 7-yard return. All right, so after all that, LA is going to start 1st and 10 from their own 20. And like a bit like a greased pig out there, they can't quite grab it there. So 1st and 10 for Los Angeles. They're up by 2 points, and we are finally ready to start the second half. We have a penalty, but there's a pass of 27 yards. Let's see what the penalty is. Penalty is a 3. That's on the offense. 10 yards, that means they're going to go back 10 yards as the defense takes that penalty and avoids the 30-yard completion. So it'll be 1st and 20 instead, but then they still get a good pass with potential for breakaway yardage. A 3 is no breakaway yardage, so that'll be a pass of 13 yards. Out to the 23 brings up 2nd down and 7. Second down play, they're going to take an incompletion, so that is 3rd down and 7, and they get a run for 7 yards. That's exactly what they needed as they get right to the line to get. And it's 1st and 10 from the 30 for Los Angeles. Here's a run of 5 yards out to the 35, 2nd and 5. Incomplete pass leads to a 3rd down and medium. They're going to get a pass for 4 yards, but because they have no offense and there's no defensive modifiers, that's going to be at the 39. That leaves them 1 yard short. They're going to play the defensive game and just go ahead and punt. The punt is going to be 39 yards, 10, 20, 30, and 9. Means it's fielded at the 22. The return is just 3 yards, so out to the 25. So they flip the field. That's where San Diego is going to take over, and they hand the ball off to this potent offense, which has been mostly corralled in this game. They got 1 touchdown on a 2-yard touchdown run from Fry after a couple of big plays. Other than that, they have been really held in check. They're going to get a 1st down here. So it's 1st down, and since it's offense, we say +2. So 1st down +2 out to the 37, and that's going to be a good run on 1st down. 1st down and 10 from the 37. This is a run of 4 yards, sets up 2nd down and 6. Another run of 4, nice and solid. And that will leave them 2 yards short. 3rd down and 2 from their own 45. Bang. Pass for 19 yards, +2 is 21. So 10, 20, and 1 is out to the 34 as they cross midfield in a big way. And they are advancing on the Los Angeles goal line. Here's another run for 10 yards +2. So 10, 11, 12 as they get to the 1st down marker plus the 2 yards here. And that San Diego offense is rolling. That's one of the things that could kill them, though, is they get a penalty on 1st down, 1st and 15. We get a run now for 0 yards. So it's up 2nd and 15. Oh, pass for 17. So 10, 15, 16, 17 is down to the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from the 10 for San Diego. Oh, LA with a huge sack, -7. It's going to bring up second down and 17 for Los Angeles. That sack comes from Jefferson. Jefferson's already forced a fumble, and now he's got a sack. Good game from him. He is the defensive end. All right, second and 17. Second and goal, I guess, from the 17. They rip off a huge run. This is going to be 14 yards on the run. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 down to the 3 is going to set up third down and goal from the 3. Do they have a touchdown in them? They do. As they pitch it to the outside, they get a little crease. He cuts it straight up field, and that's going to be a 3-yard touchdown run. And that run comes from, it's Fry again, the backup halfback, as they probably run some sort of wing tee or pro set, and they have 2 halfbacks. And so they have an extra point of 100. So San Diego takes a 14-9 lead, their first lead of the game over Los Angeles, and they're going to get the kickoff. Kickoff is a touchback. LA takes over first and 10 from their own 25. Los Angeles running the balanced offense. Here's a run for 2 yards. Solid setup, second down and 8. Another good run, 3 yards, as they're biting off small chunks at a time. Brings up third down and 5. Oh, they needed more than that. They get just 2 yards. It brings up fourth down and 3. And not going to chance it there as they're going to punt. Try to flip the field. 49 yards will do that. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 49. Down to the 19. And the return is going to be 7 yards out to the 26. So pretty good punt there. Decent return. And both special teams did their job. So LA with the punt. San Diego is going to get the ball. They now have the lead 14-9. So a 5-point lead, very narrow, but they're going to go first and 10. This is the final drive of the third quarter. Pass is going to be incomplete on first down, brings up second down and 10. We get a 3-yard carry. Actually, 3 yards, and the defense is going to force a fumble. It's recovered by the offense, and a return of 15 yards. So they come out smelling like roses. 10, and then 15 is out to the 44. So that's actually going to result in a first down, as you get 3 yards and a fumble, picked up by the offense, and run for 15 more. We get a running play here for them. First down, brings up second down and 9, just a 1-yard gain. Defensive sack is going to set them back 5 yards, back to the 40. Brings up third down and 10, 14. That sack comes from Nixon. Nixon is the outside linebacker for Los Angeles. As he gets to the quarterback, it's going to be third down and 14. We get a pass for 13. It's to the defense, so they don't get their extra here. There's no modifier on defense. We do have a penalty on the play. Let's see what the penalty is. Penalty is a 10. That's going to be pass interference, so that's 10 plus whatever. It's a passing play. So that'll be a pass interference call for 23 yards. So 10, 20, and 1, 2, 3 down to the 37 as they try to hit one down the sidelines. The receiver gets caught up with the DB, and they throw the flag. First and 10. This is going to be a potential big play here as Wiggins drops back. They hit. It's going to be a 53 yards, and they only need 37, so this is going to be a touchdown. Who is that going to go to? San Diego. It's going to go to Morris. Morris is their Pro Bowl wide receiver. So 37-yard TD from Wiggins to Morris. I believe they hooked up in the first game as well. 21-9. Just trying to think if I need to go for 2 or not. I don't think so. So we're going to call that touchdown. That's going to end the third quarter. It's now 21-9, San Diego over Los Angeles. And let's take a commercial break and we'll get ready for the fourth. All right, welcome back. We are set up for the fourth quarter as San Diego will be kicking off to Los Angeles. They just scored on a 37-yard touchdown strike from the Pro Bowler Wiggins, the veteran quarterback, to Morris, their Pro Bowl wide receiver, number 1 receiver. And we're going to have the kickoff from San Diego to Los Angeles. We begin the fourth quarter with a touchback. So LA takes over 1st and 10. They're down by 2 scores here. So let's see if they can get back into this one. They're going to get a first down run. That's going to be a good 10-yard gain. So 1st and 10 now from the 35-yard line. Here's a short pass to the tight end for 6 yards. Out to the 41. He's dragged down and brings up a 2nd and 4. Another nice little pass for 6. That's going to set it out to the 47 as they pick up the first down. 1st and 10 from the LA 47. Nice little run here, 3 yards, takes it out to midfield. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Here's a run for 4 more, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 3. So let's see if they can pick up the first down. They're just on the other side of midfield. Oh, it's going to be incomplete. That sets up a 4th down. All right, they're at the 46-yard line. They have only 2 drives left. I think they got to go for it here. They found themselves down too many. And so they're going to go for it here. Let's read off of the red one. They're going to look at the pass-heavy offense, try to pick up that 3 yards. Oh, they get a running play for a first down. Would have been a first down either way. So that's going to be a first down as they get right to the sticks on a quick little out. And reaches the ball out past the line, and that's going to be a first down. So 1st and 10 as we are still looking at their balanced offense. 4 yards on first down. Brings up 2nd down and 6. Nice little pass underneath for 5 yards. That'll give them 3rd down and 1 to go for a first down. They pounded up the middle right off of the guards behind, and they pick up 2 yards for the first down. 1st and 10 from the San Diego 32. Little by little, step by step, they're getting there. 2 yards on first down. Brings up 2nd and 8. And that's not a small chunk right there as they get 19 yards. 10 and 9 puts it at the 11-yard line. They can technically get a first down without scoring. It's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. We get an incompletion, brings up 2nd down and 10 from the 11. A run goes for no yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. Here's a pass for 5. That sets them up for a 4th and 5. Where are they at? 21-9 is 12 points. So they really need, they can only get 11 if they kick a field goal. So they've really got to go for this and try to pick up that first down. Essentially, they're going for a touchdown here. So 4th down and goal, or actually 4th down and 5 from the 6. What do they have? Oh, it's a first down. They get right to the marker and they move the chains. So this is going to set up 1st and goal. Big time clutch play. We get a run for 3 yards plus a fumble. So the fumble happens after the 3-yard run. They only needed 1 yard. So that's going to be a moot point when he's already standing in the end zone across the goal line. So LA with a 1-yard TD run. That touchdown run is going to come from Gould. And the extra point for them is going to be good. So they put up the first points in the fourth quarter. San Diego will get the football. This one a little bit tighter than it was, 21-16. And let's get the kickoff. All right, kickoff from LA 5 is going to be 2 yards deep. They're just going to kneel that, take it out to the 25. You don't want to risk a fumble because on a flip of a 1, that's 10 yards in the fumble. So you don't want to risk that. So 1st and 10 for San Diego from their own 25. This is going to be a pass for 11 yards. So 10-11 on first down as they come out throwing. There's a pre-snap penalty on the offense. That'll set up 1st and 15 as they dig a hole. Let's see if they can get out of it. 9 yards. So 9 yards is out to the 40. Brings up 2nd down and 6 to go. Here's a run for just 1 yard. 3rd down and 5. And let's see if they can keep the drive alive. They cannot. A 1 plus 2 is 3. They get close as they're going to spot the ball at the 44. And San Diego is going to have to punt this one away. Not going to give them a chance with a short field. I'm going to make them go all the way. 8 is going to be a good punt, 45 yards, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 5 down to the 11. The return is going to be a fair catch. So coach told him to put his heels at the 10. He did that. He catches it at the 11. And that is where LA is going to take over. Their final drive of the game. They're down by 4 points. No, 5 points. So they need a touchdown here to take the lead. LA 1st and 10. Pre-snap penalty on the defense. That's going to help them out with 5 free yards. 1st and 5. Here's a run for 2 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 3. No, it's a sack. Who is that? So that's Christian again with his 2nd sack. He's got 2 on the day. And that sends him back 5 yards back to the 13. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. So 3rd down and 8. This is definitely 4-down territory. They're not going to need it here as they get 11 yards on the pass out to the 24. Brings up 1st down and 10. Here's a run on 1st down, and that'll be for no yards. 2nd down and 10. An incomplete pass is going to lead to 3rd down and 10. And then they hit on the 3rd down play. This is going to be something over the middle. 10 and 15 takes the ball out to the 39. Has a clutch throw there from Darling as he sets them up with a 1st down. We get a run for -1 on the 1st down play. That'll be a tackle for loss. Who does that come from? That comes from Harmon. Harmon is the other Pro Bowl defensive tackle. So Harmon had a good game in his first game as well. I think he had some forced fumbles or picked up a fumble recovery. And so he gets a game point there with the tackle for loss. Brings up 2nd down at 11 for Los Angeles. We get a nice pass for 13, but there is a penalty on the play. The penalty is a 9. That's going to be on the offense. So that's going to be -15 yards. 10, 15, and that brings up 2nd down and a very long way. So 10, 26. 2nd down and 26. But they get a chunk of it back, 15. So 10 and 15. That gets them back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down and 11 for Los Angeles. All right, we get a run of 4 yards. So that's going to be out to the 42. And that sets up a 4th down and long. They got to have this one. It's 4th down and 7. So they need at least 7. And instead they take a sack. And that's the one thing that you can't do. You don't even give yourself a chance. So that sack comes from Christian again, as he is just getting at him with 3 sacks on the day from the defensive tackle position, as he is just blowing by the center and the guard. And that is just about going to do it, as LA is forced into a turnover on downs, San Diego's going to take the ball. Because they're ahead by less than a touchdown, I'm going to force them to run this series, because you never know when somebody's going to fumble the ball and run it back for a touchdown or throw an interception. So 1st and 10 for San Diego, the final drive. This is going to be, let's have them do the run-heavy offense for this. That's probably what they would do. That's going to be an incomplete pass on 1st down. 2nd down, another incomplete pass. 3rd down, they run it. It's going to be 13 yards plus any extra. There is no extra breakaway yardage. So 13, 10, 11, 12, 13 out to the 22. Let's get a few more cards over here. Here is a run for 9. That takes them down to the 13. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 1. A pass for 5 yards plus 2 on the offense is 7, and it'll set up 1st and goal from the 6. Pass is incomplete, 2nd and goal. And that's going to be a 12-yard pass. So 10 plus 2 is 12. They had 16 to work with. So into the end zone goes San Diego as Wiggins hooks up with Morris again from 6 yards. 6-yard TD pass. Wiggins to Morris. And with the extra point, that's going to be good. So we're going to wind up here with a final of 28-16. That one looks not as close as it was. San Diego's going to improve to 1-1. LA is going to go to 0-2 on the season. All right, so we had touchdown passes from Wiggins. He had 2 touchdowns in the second half. He also threw a pick in the first half on their first series. Touchdown pass from Darling to Carr, and then San Diego had a touchdown run from Fry, actually 2 TDs from Fry, and 1 touchdown run from Gould for LA. So that's your scoring. Jefferson and Nixon with sacks for LA, Christensen with 3 sacks for San Diego, Robles and Harmon with tackles for loss, 1 for each team, respectively. All right, that is Play Action Football Express using the FAC cards. These are the printable or the printed FAC cards, so you'll be able to order these from the Game Crafter. I think I'll have to go back and check today, and we'll see if today is the day when I can release these officially. I've ordered a set of the ones that you'll get. This is a proof set. I've added a few things. One notable thing that I added, and you'll see it here because you can go to the Clark and Addison website, and you can purchase the Express Game Season as a print and play PDF, and this is what they'll look like there. So you can see it has the run pass and the run heavy, pass heavy, and balanced. Has those offenses here, those play selections, I guess, or play calling charts. So they have them all on the same card. They're a little bit different. They don't have the block of color. I figured I'd do that just to save your printer a little bit, because you're going to have to print 64 of these cards. So save your printer just a little bit, but you still get the benefit of the colors. Should be easy to see whenever you print them out. You can see there's a 3rd number on here. So here, this one has 2, this one has 3. You get a D12, a random D12, random D10, and a random 2 D10s. So 2 D10s together, a 2 to 20 roll. These would be used for the drive-by-drive game. So you would roll the 2 D10s for the result. And then if you had a split result, you could roll this, just flip again, and that would be like a D10 roll. So you'd be able to play the drive-by-drive game just with these 2 numbers on the right, and that would give you everything that you need to be able to play. You could also use the D10 as a player finder if you wanted to do players. If you're using the NFL cards or the full set for Play Action Football, you'll get these cards with the NFL player names on them. So you'll be able to do that as well. But you can purchase this $10 at the website. You could go today, print them out, and be playing this game by tonight. It's $10. You can either pick up the 1983 NFL season or the 1976 NFL season. Either one of those, they come with the smaller team cards that just have offense, defense, base, passing and rushing, and kicking statistics. They don't feature the players in the middle. If you want that, you'll need to buy a full season set, which is $20. However, if you buy the Express game package from ClarkandAddisonGaming.com, you will get 20% off select seasons. So depending on what season you buy, whether it's 83 or 76, you'll get 20% off of select seasons, usually the seasons that are closest to that particular season. So you can take a little bit extra off. It'll make it $16 for one of the regular seasons. And we have several seasons, 78, 83, 84, 85, 91, 2007, 2023 for, and when this season is finished, it'll be 2025. So I'm always committed to the most recent seasons for my games, but I try to fill in behind as well. You'll also get the fictional team creation, which I've used to create these teams. We're in year 10 of the WCFL, the West Coast Football League. And, everything's getting a little bit fancier now. In this 10th anniversary season, I decided to roll up the players. I hope to be including that into the game. Right now, all you can do is do the teams, and then you get some team blank cards. They're poker size. That's why I'm pointing at this. They're little small team cards. The ones I was just telling you about, they come with the Express game. They have everything but the players, and they're just in a smaller poker size format. So you can see, a little bit smaller, about a third of the size of these big cards. So you can use those to just write in, all the information that you need. And from season to season, you write those in. I did that for the first 9 years of the league and just decided in this 10th anniversary year, just roll up the players and do it all the way. So that's what we're doing. I'm keeping track of who is making sacks, obviously who has got touchdowns, different touchdown runs. This is a touchdown pass. So we'll keep track of all these and see who is our offensive and defensive MVPs. I'm thinking about using all those statistics to either give the team points that they can sort of dole out where they want to different players, or those players themselves. So like Christian, if he winds up with 12 sacks, the expectation is maybe he's supposed to have 8 to 10 sacks. And then if he gets 8 to 10 sacks, he keeps his rating. If he gets more than that, he can change his rating. If he gets less than that, his rating would change downward. So I'm just kind of trying to think about like performance-based kind of stuff. So we'll see. There's a little bit of room to kind of get creative with the player management part and codify some of those things. That's not something I put a lot of time into because I haven't played out a whole season. I don't really know in my season like what would constitute improvement or getting worse or better or whatever. So that's what I'm thinking about with that kind of stuff. And once we get to the mid-season after week 3, we will do our mid-season roll, which I've got somewhere. That's something that I just personally have instituted that's not part of the rules as they're written. Let me see. And the mid-season actions, they're just every team takes one roll 2 to 12, and then depending on what you roll, there might be either no change to the team or let's say a key defensive backup performs well and your defense gets an extra -1. Or you get an offensive player who steps up, you get a +1. Maybe there's a trade that adds a defensive lineman or loses a defensive player and it changes your defense, or maybe you got to roll for a new kicker. So there's all kinds of little mid-season things that can happen, trying to simulate like what happens during the seasons with injuries and trades and stuff like that. Coaches going down and needing to be replaced, which would change your base and would change your pass rush mix, right? Which could really, it could change your whole season, especially if you're playing with the defensive modifiers here, because those are based on positions, or if you were playing the full game where you were playing particular defenses against the offensive play call. So it does have some effect if you're playing the more full part of the game. So that's just changing coaches can have some effect if you're doing that. All right. I think we're going to leave it at that. LA loses to San Diego 28-16. San Diego now 1-1 on this season. And we take a look at our standings real quick. If I can get them. So we'll write down here San Diego 28-16. So we can see San Diego 1-1. Vegas is 1-0. Phoenix is 1-0 in the Southern Division. In the Northern Division, they played 2 games. And so we have Denver at 2-0, the Snowcats. We have Seattle at 1-1. Portland is 0-2, and San Francisco is 0-2. Tough one there, 7-6, as they couldn't generate any offense. Same thing against Denver. San Francisco just could not get any offense going. So we'll see how this plays out as we continue forward. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comments section. If you like this video, please just give it a thumbs up. That's a super easy way to help what we're doing. And if you want to purchase the cards and not wait for the physical cards, or if you want to purchase the physical cards but you don't want to wait for them to arrive because they're going to take a little bit of time to get to you, you can always go and just purchase the FACs. Plus, you get a whole season of NFL, either 83 or 76. You can get the FACs immediately. You'll have a chance to download them. I believe there's a download link that's sent to your email as well. And so you can have those immediately to print and to play, and you'll be playing with the same thing. They just won't be as nice as these, just because these are going to be professionally printed in full color on this is like playing card stock, so poker size playing card stock, just like you would have a poker size deck of cards. So, and there will be a little bit of an extra bonus surprise that comes with the game whenever you purchase it from the Game Crafter, this version here. I put a little extra something in there for you, so I'll let everybody discover what that is. And you can purchase that probably, if not today, tomorrow. I'll just have to see when I'm able to release that game. So they kind of put a time limit. Once you create it, you can't just immediately release it. You have to proof it. So once I get the proof set, there's like a little time limit there. So I got to wait for that to happen before I can release the game. But once it's ready, I will let everybody know, and then you'll be able to go out and make that purchase. All right. I think that's it from here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.